Hello there, you're on the Heart of Reddit channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy. You don't get paid for 2 weeks, you quit, not fired. This happened in Tampa, Florida, decades ago, but you don't soon forget a burn like this. The boss at the starter and generator rebuilding shop let his nephew bring his personal car to the shop to work on it. Lots of power tools, hydraulics, solvents and flammable chemicals. Young, dumb and full of crap, he decided to clean out his gas tank, already removed, and just inside the double doors, by sticking the oxyacid cutting torch in the gas filler tube of the gas tank. Gas tank became a rocket, left the floor, did a weird angular spiral down the warehouse-sized building, hit the end wall, then it was again hit the floor, the wall, ceiling and floor, ending up just about where it took off from. I complained to the boss that this guy was just smart enough to be dangerous without meaning to, and that I could not work in a place with someone like him. The boss, who reminded me of that joke about what do you have when you have 32 rednecks in a room, a full set of teeth, just grinned and said, "Well, sounds like you just quit." To which I replied, "Fine. Give me my last paycheck and I am out of here." His grin got bigger. "I don't have to pay you until we do the payroll, which we do every 2 weeks. You were not fired. You quit, so you can just leave." Malicious compliance time. As I was walking out the door, I said over my shoulder, "Damn, now I have to go out and bum a quarter for the payphone so I can call OSHA and tell them why I had to quit." That grin vanished like a drop of sweat on a red-hot iron. You go in the waiting room, and I will have the secretary cut you a check. So I did quit and leave. And I also called in a report to OSHA. Did you hear that OSHA and it and T merged? It's now known as OSHITT, pound tongue line cheek. My new handle is Karmaranger, but I can't suss out how to change it yet. Cheers. Teacher doesn't believe my allergy exists. Realizes quickly I'm not lying. I've got this allergy called cold urticaria, cold allergy. If I get too cold, my body goes into an anaphylactic shock, and my organs shut down. I die. So as you would imagine, it's pretty serious. I don't carry an EpiPen with me, because I can kinda control it, because when it starts my hand swells up like you're blowing up a glove. The knuckles aren't visible anymore. The best way to help fight against this is an EpiPen. Medicine, can't remember what, or to get warm quick. So we've got this swimming day with a relief teacher. I think substitute in America. She calls bullshit on my allergy, and doesn't believe it exists. And she's too lazy to go up to the health office and read my file, which is on the wall of important allergies. So she tells me to get in the pool or I'll get a detention. So there's no way I'm ruining my no detention streak because of her, and so I comply. Also to note, winter, so the pool's cold, and they've got no pool heating. Of course, almost immediately my hands start to flare up. She goes mental and rushes me to the front desk to take my medicine and get warm. Needless to say, she was fired. Wear nicer clothes to work. First off, I acknowledge I was a stroppy employee. I did work very hard for the company, of about 15 employees, for 3 years before the company was moved 100 miles north from my hometown in the Waikato to Auckland. I moved with them, and on arrival essentially a new CEO joined. I was in the research and development team, one of 3. She had a background as a corporate lawyer, while my engineering role was unique, but most like it. I had no client contact. I was often in a darkroom doing optical testing. I was undeniably a ragamuffin. A t-shirt with a frayed collar, slightly torn jeans and skater shoes would be fairly standard. Anyway, a big deal was made by this new manager about me dressing more tiddly if I wanted to progress in my career. So I went and bought new leather shoes, dress pants and a black dress shirt. However, in homage to my Boyerser brethren from Waikato, I got a large Mazda engine style rotor, and the words, "Waikato fucking rotors," embroidered on the back of it. On its first outing, I bumped into the new CEO at the front door of the office, and she was very impressed with my effort. It was only later in the day she saw the back of it and said if I ever wore that shirt again I would be sent home to change. For the next few months I was always very close to being fired, but eventually her and I became excellent friends, and I worked at that company for another 8 years, traveling the world representing them, in a suit she paid for my tutoring her son in maths and physics. However you see it, it was malicious compliance and a bit of pushback against a new boss, trying to change the company culture.